Well,
speaking of a show, we've had fantastic pre-match entertainment as well. The fans are soaking up the sunshine, enjoying what's going on here at the Ullevall Stadium, waiting to emerge. People like Paul Scholes, they are dying to see that man in action. The Wayne Rooneys, the Danny Welbecks, Valencia, people who maybe they get to go to Old Trafford, the Norwegian fans, I know they do in their numbers, but to see them in their own city is a great opportunity.
It's a great day for them, disappoint them all. And the way not to disappoint them, obviously to score a few goals, win the game comfortably and send them all home happy. I'm just hoping that happens.
Why do you think United are so popular in these parts?
Well, with a little glimpse there of the players that have come from Norway before, Mark, and you look at them all, and they've all done well. I mean, surprisingly well, because, you know, when you take a player from a country like Norway, it's sometimes a big chance that they're really going to hit it off, especially at a club like Manchester United. But they've all managed to do it in some way or another, and I'm just glad we never had Ronnie Johnson on the show, by the way, because just, you know, spoke to him for the first time, met him for the first time. He's about 9 foot tall, and he makes me look, well, obviously he makes me look small. Everybody makes me look small, but he's massive. I didn't realise how big he is.
He's a big guy. Would have had to get your box from Old Trafford that you like to stand on. But yeah, he is a typical example of a brilliant professional, a terrific player for Manchester United. The Norwegian lads, they are such good professionals.
I think that's the main thing. You've hit it right on the head, Mark. Good professionals.
Look after themselves.
And of course the manager, he wouldn't go back to Norway for another player if the previous 1 or 2 or 3 hadn't been good professionals. So I think that speaks for itself. They get a chance, they leave Norwegian football, they get a chance to go to not just England but to go to Manchester United, and they take that chance. And it's fair to say, up to now, those Norwegian players that we had in the past all took their chance and are all now household names with every United supporter.
And in terms of the tour overall, we've seen the standard of opposition gradually increasing game by game. Vålerenga will be better than Shanghai Shenhua, and then Barcelona and Gothenburg will be better again. So it's good fitness for the players, good preparation if the standard of opposition does increase with each game.
Yeah, and obviously I think that's the way the manager plans it, that you start off, obviously you're unfit, so you start off against opposition that you feel you can beat, and beat comfortably, although that never happened this year. You know, we didn't play against any of the teams and beat them comfortably, but then the opposition gets better, and of course when we go to Gothenburg, it's the big test for us. Barcelona, to be missed.
Cannot wait for that. But this game's going to be a superb feast of football too. United are in the tunnel. There you can see Michael Carrick. Paul Scholes, the evergreen Paul Scholes, who will be playing for at least one more year in that famous red shirt. Anders Lindegaard, big moment for him back in Norway as well, where he did play for Ålesund in the Norwegian league. Wayne Rooney there as well. Okay, that's it from Lou Macari and myself. Pitchside will be back at half-time and run you through the events of that first half, but let's hand you over to your match commentator now, Dave Stowell.
Well, the epic 2012 pre-season tour continues. 2 continents down, and now United turn their attentions to Europe. After long-haul trips to South Africa and China, the Reds find themselves basking in the Norwegian sunshine in Oslo as pre-season preparations step up a gear. With many of the players training hard in the last week or so, and indeed a little bit before that as well, the focus now is on European game time. Barcelona and Hanover are to come, but today it's Vålerenga who are the team to beat. And as we sit here in the Ullevall Stadium, looking around here, bearing in mind that Vålerenga, the home side, play in blue and white, most of the fans here today decked out in the red of Manchester United. And here come the 2 sides as well, to a very warm Norwegian welcome. One of the most charismatic countries in the continent of Europe, certainly in terms of supporting Manchester United. Over 40,000 fans in the official Manchester United supporters branch. They absolutely love this great club. And certainly the fans inside this stadium today will enjoy themselves, no matter what the score is, no matter who finds the back of the net. It's all about the team and the fact that the team are in their home country. And of course they're delighted as well to have a certain Mr. Paddy Crerand in Norway, and I'm delighted to have him next to me today, Pat.
They're great here. The people are so kind, aren't they? I mean, when you think of some of the players that have come from this country to play for Manchester United, no wonder they've got a massive support here. You only got to look at the European Cup final in '99 and mention Ole Solskjaer and Ronnie Johnson, who both played in the game. Great players for United. Terrific. Lovely country as well. I mean, you look out there now, but people don't realise yesterday it never stopped raining when we arrived. But it's lovely today. The best thing for United is games are going to get stronger for them. They're going to play against better opposition.
Indeed they are. Let's have a look at the two sides, confirm it all for you. Headline for Manchester United: the return of the warrior-in-chief Nemanja Vidic, who's missed the best part of 8 months with that terrible knee injury sustained in Basel in December. In all, 6 players play their first game of this pre-season, including Nani, Young, Rooney and Welbeck, who played in the Euros. And it's a first United start for 19-year-old defender Michael Keane. Normally a right-back or centre-half, he starts at left-back today as Patrice Evra's flown home for the birth of his child. Antonio Valencia starts at right-back. He turned 27 yesterday. And Anders Lindegaard celebrates his new 4-year deal in the country where he made his name before being snapped up by Manchester United. He played here for Ålesund. Mike Phelan in charge of United today, incidentally, in the absence of Sir Alex. And Vålerenga, well, they look like this. They're midway through their season here in Norway, 6th in the league after 18 games. They actually played 2 days ago, 300 miles from here, and they lost. So they were expected to freshen up the side, and there are, in fact, 6 changes to that starting 11 for them. They've recently lost their 2 top scorers, though, one being sold and one returning to his parent club after a loan spell. So the question is, where will the goals come from? And the answer may well be Chuma Anen, who is up front today for them. Mohamed Fella should be watched as well from the centre of midfield. 8 of the starting 11 for the home side are in fact Norwegian, and the manager, Martin Andersson, had short spells at Blackburn and Wimbledon as a player.
I mean, you were listening to Ronnie Johnson there earlier on. He says the player to watch the team really is Fella in the middle of the park, number 17.
Well, there we are. The European leg of the 2012 tour is underway, and now United have all the European Championship players back. And it's the welcome return of the big man, Nemanja Vidic, as well. 2 weeks till the really serious stuff begins in the Barclays Premier League. And now United are reunited as a team and ready to get some all-important game time on the pitch under their belts. Get that fitness up to scratch, ready for Everton on the 20th.
Without question, that's what it's all about when you do pre-season training, is getting your team fit for the start of the season. Great to see Nemanja Vidic back, no question about that. He was a loss last season for us.
Here's Paul Scholes with an early tidy tackle inside the United penalty area. Vålerenga, of course, in white shirts, blue shorts. United in red with white shorts, and an early touch there as well.
Was that
Ashley Young.
Was that a challenge from Paul Scholes?
It was. It was pretty clean, wasn't it, that one? A nice tame start to the game for United's number 22. Still think it's weird to see him with 22 on his back and not 18. And that's a Manchester United free kick. Nani tumbling to the ground under the challenge from Hasted. And so Michael Carrick gets things underway. Here's Danny Welbeck, back after his European Championship exploits. Scored in the game against Sweden for England.
A big moment as well for young Michael Keane, isn't it? Playing at left back, which wouldn't be his natural position, but he won't care as long as he's playing.
A player who works very hard, not only on the field of play, but academically off it as well, growing up as a person as well as a player during his time at Manchester United.
Have you stood beside him?
He's huge now, isn't he?
About 6'2" or something.
Yeah, it's interesting at that age. He's 19 years old.
What's his mum been feeding him on?
Well, at that kind of age, the summer holidays can make quite a difference to a young player, can't they? I was watching the Milk Cup the other day with United taking part there, and a couple of the players there have just suddenly
sprouted.
Absolutely sprouted in the last few months. So a throw in for the home side, Vålerenga. And the support for United here, as we've mentioned, is particularly strong. But I suppose a lot of fans have come inside this stadium here today supporting both teams, really, because they're born Norwegian, but Manchester United fans at heart. Maybe a 5-5 draw would suit a lot of people inside this ground today. Hasted with a challenge. It's Hagen then who plays it to Suleiman, who was a late addition to this side after the midfielder and attacking midfielder Martin Pusic was taken ill just before kick-off for Vålerenga. Here is Nani, just clipped by Zajic.
Yeah, the ball might go by me, but you ain't getting by me. This is... I mean, if it's not a friendly, it gets booked for that, doesn't it?
United don't waste any time, getting on with it straight away. Carrick now to Scholes. Welbeck gives it back. Valencia with the new number 7 on his back, of course, this season. Starting at right back today, but he'll still get forward. Look at that, past Hagen, looking for Welbeck. Plenty forward in red here. Scholes told to shoot by the crowd. And
he was. I was expecting Paul to have a go there.
Strength personified by Nemanja Vidic, already back in that number 15 shirt for United. Incidentally, a new number 4, Anders Lindegaard, in between the posts as well today. Number 34, you'll remember from last season, but he's taken Ji-Sung Park's old squad number today. He's wearing 13 on his back in his yellow goalkeeping shirt. Made over 50 appearances for Ålesund in Norwegian football. Was voted goalkeeper of the year in this country as well. Scholes, look at that.
Look at that.
Beautiful. Picks out Young, who finds Michael Keane. Ball taken away by Hasted, who's been everywhere in the opening exchanges here, and that'll go through the goalkeeper, Kongshaven. This game here today is a sellout. It's a capacity crowd of just over 25,000. This ground not just the home of Vålerenga, but also of the Norwegian national team.
Very cautious start to the game, isn't it, from both sides?
Well, some of these Vålerenga players played a full 90 minutes just 2 days ago in their league match away against Haugesund. They lost by 4 goals to 2. They were 2-0 down, brought it back to 2-2, and then conceded 2 goals in injury time to lose by 4 goals to 2. Here's Scholes. Valencia back to him, and then all the way across to Rio Ferdinand. Keane to Welbeck. Nice turn from him. Looks lively on his return in Manchester United red. Picks out Rooney.
Good ball as well from Wayne.
Now it's Nani looking to cause some trouble. Valencia on the overlap here, just about gets to it and wins United a corner.
Yeah, it was a good build-up, but there wasn't much room there for Valencia to get the ball across, was there? Very, very tight down this right-hand side. You look at Valencia making the run. He's on the dead ball line practically when he gets there.
Corner taken short by Ashley Young to Valencia. Now Nani, who...
Oh, he just miscontrolled it. I think he was lining himself up for a shot as well.
Just wanted to bring that inside and then spank it goalwards, but quickly closed down, and Scholes starts it all over again. Rooney to Welbeck. Scholes. Valencia's the target, and he's found him beautifully. Back to Nani. And it comes almost towards Welbeck, not quite. And it'll be a Manchester United throw-in.
Yeah, fortunate. 3 players there, 2 United players and 1 Vålerenga player, and he gets his head to it.
Valencia offside, I think, there when he received the pass back from Nani.
Yeah, that's what he's given.
Turned 27 yesterday, Antonio Valencia. Spoke to him on the first part of the Manchester United pre-season tour, and he was saying how excited he was about getting the new number 7 and aiming for the Premier League title and also the Champions League as well. United looking to sort of right the wrongs from the last campaign.
Hard to imagine him getting excited because he's such a shy person.
Which is such a contrast from the way he actually plays, isn't he? He's so aggressive on the field. So is that man, Nemanja Vidic.
Oh, you're asking too much.
Welbeck's offside.
I'm not so sure it was meant for Danny Welbeck. I think he meant that for Wayne.
Just for a moment, forgetting the quality that Nemanja Vidic has. What a psychological boost to have him back. for this Manchester United squad. I mean, no harm to Johnny Evans, who did a fantastic job last season.
He did.
And so did all the other United defenders who stepped in at various points. But to have Vidic and Ferdinand back together is certainly something that United fans will be excited about. Michael Keane does well to win that one. Ashley Young just beaten to it. It's a United throw-in, though. Over the head of Welbeck. Cleared away Gonzalez. Carrick and Michael Keane involved there. It's a throw for the home side.
That's a good ball, that. He's going to catch that as well.
It's one for Anin to chase, but Valencia made sure he went no further.
Just used his body to run out for a dead ball.
Well, Vålerenga, managed by Martin Andersson, just 35 years of age. 5 years now as a manager, actually joined here as player manager. Short spells in English football with Wimbledon and Blackburn. And over 40 caps for Norway as a defensive midfielder. So he'll set this team up to try and contain United a little bit and make sure they're not embarrassed early on, and then perhaps try and cause some trouble of their own a bit later on in this game.
And that's a good ball from Wayne.
Scholes.
He's on as well, he sees him. The full-back sort as well, Paul.
Always looking to spread the play like that, isn't he, Paul Scholes? At least another year with him in the Manchester United squad. Something else to get excited about in this pre-season campaign. Here's Gonzalez being hunted down by Danny Welbeck.
Very muted crowd, aren't they?
Well, they started in an excited fashion, but we've had 10 minutes now where very little has actually happened on the pitch, so I'm sure when things get moving a bit more, there'll be a bit more noise. No shortage of autograph hunters looking for your signature earlier on today.
That was the older generation, not the younger ones.
And a few more famous faces there. Peter Schmeichel, who I spoke to this morning at the team hotel, and Brian Robson as well, and Dennis Irwin there as well. Peter was just saying how pleased he was that United were in Scandinavia. I know that he's been heavily involved in meeting the United fans here as new ambassador of the club, of course. You think of Schmeichel and Robson, Cole,
oh dear me,
Charlton, Gary Neville. Not a bad five-a-side team, is it?
Wish they were all playing, wouldn't you? They'd probably wish that as well.
5 Manchester United ambassadors who certainly could strut their stuff in their time.
Oh, that's a great ball there.
That's lovely as well, isn't it? Rooney and Young teeing up Welbeck, and United get a throw-in.
Oh, you're just doing a little bit too much now, and you're lucky to get away with that.
Valencia's crossing, looking for Danny Welbeck. It might drop to Nani here. Trying to go the long way around Mouri, and the goalkeeper stood up to him well.
Yeah, he did well. I thought he was going to hit it first time, but he didn't.
Scholes prodded towards Rooney, who couldn't quite get it back.
Easy, Paul. Yeah.
Out by Nemanja Vidic, wearing that armband again, and it'll be a throw-in for the home side. It's worth noting, of course, that the Norwegian season starts in March and ends in November. So Vålerenga are well and truly up to speed. 18 games on the board for them. Manchester United just sort of starting to blow those cobwebs away from the summer rest period, and for some, summer action for their countries, including Ashley Young.
Well, I think the crowd here want goals. They want the goals from United.
Rooney and Welbeck here, of course, in the Euros for England. Michael Keane, who was just on the ball there in the Under-19 European Championships for England as well this summer. Here's Carrick, and now Scholes, and Keane is available on the left if Scholes wants him. He picks out Rooney instead. Now Carrick, and now Nani. Valencia sets off around him. That creates the space for Nani to find Welbeck. Shoot, they say.
Every time he gets the ball, Paul Scholes, shoot.
To be fair, he's always likely to find a target, even from 40 or 50 yards out. Certainly does very well at trying to hit the ball at us when we're doing interviews on the side of the pitch at training in these pre-season tours. Vidic with a header. Drops to Zajic. Larsen. Now into Hasted. Gonzalez. Into Mohamed Fella, who scored in that league match for Vålerenga on Friday night.
Oh, he's
That's
unlucky.
A decent ball, is it? Not quite.
Good job, it never made it there.
Suleiman was the target, but Valencia got there first. Now Nani.
Well, you're asking a lot, you're asking a lot.
Didn't quite manage to get it around Gonzalez into the path of Danny Welbeck.
I was asking a lot there.
Neither goalkeeper really tested too much so far. Kongjavan in the Vålerenga goal, standing up to Nani. That's the only thing we've seen so far. That might change now, though. Here come Vålerenga. Ball in towards Zajic, and Lindegaard is there.
Did very well there, Michael Carrick. Just getting a toe to that to guide it back to the goalkeeper. He might have given a back pass, free kick, but he didn't. Which Michael Carrick does exceptionally well here to get in here and get his toe to it. Maybe it was a non-intentional pass back. Oh no, that's not on.
Nani just behind Wayne Rooney, but that'll drop to Welbeck. Young is forward. Here he is, Ashley Young. Back to Rooney, bit of space for him.
Yeah, they need a bit of width down this right-hand side.
Welbeck to Scholes. Valencia tries to find some room on this right-hand side and does. Into Nani. Valencia to Scholes again. Now there's room for Michael Keane.
Watch your line, watch your line.
Ashley Young just about onside, but he didn't take the ball with him. That has spun out and back in again. But the interesting thing on that side, of course, is that Ashley Young and Michael Keane, certainly Michael Keane favours his right foot, not his left. So it'll be interesting to see how many crosses they actually do put in with their left foot today.
Still a big gap down this right-hand side. Nani moving inside.
And Valencia's in acres of room if Scholes can find him.
He'll
look and he'll find. And now it is Antonio Valencia. Crossover towards Rooney, just too high for him. Too far in front of Ashley Young. Now Fella.
He likes to run at people, Fella, doesn't he? He's very quick.
Certainly a confident player on the ball, isn't he?
Very quick.
23-year-old Norwegian. One of 8 Norwegians in this starting 11 for Vålerenga. That's a decent effort, isn't it?
Good effort.
Zajic it was, the Serbian, who fancied a go at goal.
Well, he got a lot of space there, why not? Gets a bit of space, why not? He hits it well enough. As the goalie scurrying across his line. Oh, it's not far away.
I think Lindegaard in the end knew that was going wide, but had him worried for a while. New 4-year contract for Anders Lindegaard, which means he'll be at United till the end of the 2016 season. Played a full 90 minutes against Amazulu, the United goalkeeper, 45 minutes against Shanghai, and kept clean sheets in both of those appearances.
I think they're just waiting for Valencia to come back onto the pitch, doing up his laces.
Yeah, Antonio Valencia just behind Anders Lindegaard's goal, just out of your picture at the moment, in fact. And Albert Morgan, the kit man, has just run around with a new pair of boots. So
free kick.
United down to 10 men as they win a free kick on halfway. Ashley Young's now lost a boot as well. The boots are off all over the place.
Yeah, a little push in the back, right in front of the referee. Not going to get away with that.
Carrick to Rooney.
Oh, that's a free kick.
Tried to spin away from Zajic. There we are, Antonio with some with a quick wardrobe fitting.
It's taking ages to relacing your boots today. You need to have all levels to do it practically.
Well, there are 3 of them down there sorting it out, so hopefully it'll get done soon. Carrick.
Oh, a nice ball.
Welbeck kills it to allow Rooney to take it on. It was well defended though by Andre Muri. Michael Keane to Welbeck again, and Valencia does now rejoin us.
He's going to get the ball shortly.
Yep, Scholes to United's number 7. Let's see what these boots can do. Nani into Carrick, just about managed to keep it in.
Someone out, Michael. Good. Oh, just overhit it. He was looking for Danny Welbeck there.
Just ahead of him, wasn't it? And now there's a break on. And there's a gap where Valencia was at right back. Ferdinand's come across to close down. And in, who goes for goal. Deflection might help him. And it certainly worried Lindegaard for a split second there because he wasn't quite sure where that was going.
I think the deflection took it away from the goal rather than towards the goal. Comes inside on his right foot. He's always going to hit it. Oh dear, made the goalkeeper worried as well. Good effort. Good effort.
So the corner comes in from Zajic. We've had 20 minutes, still 0-0. Let's see if Valderrama can test Lindegaard here. Plenty in the middle, looking to rise for it. It's Gonzalez with a header, and it's safely behind.
Yeah, a little bit of a fright for United there.
Costa Rican centre-half who could be a handful for Mike Phelan's side at set pieces today. Phelan in charge as the manager is away, but he's going to rejoin us for the Gothenburg leg when United, of course, take on Barcelona. Here is Lindegaard. Welbeck.
Done well, Danny, to control that.
Did well to head that to himself. Then he was fouled.
He did well to hang on to it, Danny.
Quick free kick from Michael Keane to Scholes. This is how it was won. It was Welbeck there who was clattered. United work it over to Nani. Bit short for Rooney. And now Fela can come forward with it. Only one up with him against 4 United outfield players. And then gets the ball. Nice bit of skill to find Fela again. Now they've got numbers forward. Zajic looking for movement in front of him. Think through.
Oh, it was a good touch again from young Keane. Good touch that was.
Fela goes for goal, only finds the backside of Nemanja Vidic. Midway through the first half, and we are goalless. Here goes Nani though. Welbeck, Young and Rooney all forward. Nani does well to keep it in. Pulls it back looking for Ashley Young.
Just too crowded. Too crowded. Too many people back there. Well played, Rio.
Good work by Rio Ferdinand to just kill that Vålerenga attack. Valencia just about gets out of trouble, and now here's Michael Carrick. Young is through, but is offside.
Oh, he didn't have to be offside. He didn't have to be. A little bit impatient.
Just looks like Young might well have moved through the centre just for the time being. This was the last opportunity for him.
Yes. Too crowded in there to get the shot at the goal.
So Young sort of partnering Danny Welbeck for the time being for United. Wayne Rooney's moved out to left midfield.
Good header again from Vidic. Love to see our central defenders doing that, winning balls in the air.
That's what fans love to see, isn't it? In that position. Welbeck. Carrick. That's one for Young to chase. No, he's on this time. Only has Welbeck really in support. Scholes might hit this one though.
Oh, blocked again by the fullback. The crowd get very excited. Every time the ball comes near that goal, they're looking for quality of a shot.
I think all the eyes of the fans behind that goal just lit up then when they saw Scholesy run onto it. Ziyech. Space on the far side if he can play the ball right.
Oh, he's played the wrong ball. Just played it too heavy.
Beira gets it on that side. Crosses it in. Scholes underneath it though. Ferdinand.
Should what he was doing there, Paul.
I think he may have been looking for Lindegaard.
He was, but nowhere near him.
A little bit more energy injected into this game in the last few minutes. Is Ziyech, who's seeing plenty of the ball at the moment. Hagen, who's recently been out on loan, lofts it forward. He was looking for the run of Harstad. Nemanja Vidic.
Well played, well played.
And now Valencia.
This is interesting.
And now Rooney. Welbeck through the middle. Here is Danny Welbeck brought down just as he was about to pull the trigger.
Oh, that's been the best opening yet for United, the best chance for them. That's a good free kick, good foul to give away by the defender. That could have easily finished up in the back of the net, right on the edge of the penalty area as well. Just comes inside, just no. I'll have to bring you down. It's a number 4, Moria.
Well, Danny Welbeck has looked sprightly so far in his first pre-season appearance for United. And now it's Wayne Rooney who places the ball, or Nani.
Or Nani, yeah.
Or perhaps rolling the ball to Paul Scholes, maybe. What's your money on?
Maybe Nani. But the crowd would love this if Paul Scholes put this in the net.
Ashley Young acting as a bit of a screen there, just to try and put that wall off, maybe. Rooney is going to dink it, and the top of the wall did its job.
Yeah, he's too close. Too close to get it up and over. I thought Nani might have blasted this.
Came off the head of Muri, and it'll be a corner. Another one played short. Welbeck and Young involved. The cross is from Young. It's Rooney underneath it, and it was just too high.
It's just a pity he hadn't been a yard further out towards the flank. Yeah, just a fraction too high for him. Goalie scrambling all over the place. Yeah. They're getting closer.
Ashley Young and Wayne Rooney linking up as they did for England in the Euros. Young played every minute for his country in that tournament. Wayne, of course, frustrated by that early suspension. There is Michael Keane, who was fouled in the process of trying to head it away. Of course, only one Keane on this pre-season tour because Will Keane is recovering from a nasty ligament injury.
Dear me, Paul's not even touched him there, I don't think.
Well, we are in Olympic season.
I'm not so sure Paul touched him.
So
did he? No, he didn't.
We are in Olympic season. I wonder if Suleiman would get some good marks for that. Paul Scholes certainly wasn't impressed.
Played for and got.
So Lindegaard is full of desire not to concede here. Zajic and Fela, the two over the ball.
Looks to be as if he's going to have a shot by the looks of it. Or is he going to dink it to the far post?
It's going to be Fela either way, and it's a dink. And, well, looked like there were a couple of players hitching a ride there, but in the end it's over all of them, and it's United goal kick.
Certainly on the back of Nemanja Vidic.
Mouri was the player closest to the cross. This Vålerenga team finished 7th in the Norwegian League last season, 11 points behind champions Molde, who of course now are managed by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Vålerenga are only 2 points behind Rosenborg, though, in 3rd. Ole's Molde side were top for the second half of last season, won by 5 points in the end ahead of Tromsø. Impressive campaign in his debut season as manager. That's found them in the Champions League this time round. They have to qualify to get in, Molde. Lost the first leg of their final qualifying tie to Basel, of all sides. Of course, heaped misery on United last season. Second leg is next week. Here's Valencia in towards Rooney. Back to Valencia again.
Oh, it's so crowded in there again, isn't it? Oh, lovely little dummy, Paul.
Always on hand to calm things down.
Lovely little dummy, appreciated by the crowd.
Michael Keane to Rooney, who's dropped deep. Scholes out to Keane again. Back to Nani. Young and Rooney in the middle. Scholes looking for Nani again. It's going to come in. Is it going to come to Young? Might be to Welbeck. Valencia. This will be picked up by Ashley Young. Plenty forward, including Rooney. Almost went to Michael Keane. Scholes looks up, spots Young, finds him. Young back to Nani. We've had half an hour now. United just stepping things up in front of that Vålerenga penalty area. Welbeck. It's a little too much. Arsted won it and then was left tumbling to the ground.
Lost the ball, Danny. Trying to get it back, commits the foul.
Carrick cuts that out. It's Scholes now to Nani. Going on a run of his own here.
Too much, too much.
A chance for Suleiman to break. Zajic. And back again. Danny Welbeck it is.
Yeah,
back to close him down
as well. Still not won at United.
Fela into and in and away by Welbeck.
Well, get it away and you can start again.
The fact that he was there to clear meant there was no one up there to receive it. Here's Suleiman. Back to Hagen. Larsen.
He's going to hit
for
it.
that. Thought about it, hit it, and it stayed hit, didn't it? And he wants a corner. He's not going to get one.
No, he's never touched it. The goalkeeper. It's a great strike. He hits it very well. Couldn't hit it much better. Great power behind it. No, he's not touched it. The goalkeeper.
But don't forget that, of course, United leave Oslo tomorrow, go to Gothenburg, where they face the mighty Barcelona. What a mouth-watering game that promises to be. The likes of Messi and Iniesta and Xavi have been involved in their pre-season campaign. Might well be a debut as well for Jordi Alba, the new left-back for Barcelona. And, of course, United pretty much back to full strength now with those European Championship players back in the United saddle. Intriguing contest, that one. Here's Valencia. Nani tucked back to Scholes. Vidic tidies up.
Good defending again.
Carrick. Now Valencia. Scholes. And now Michael Keane. Welbeck.
Oh, nearly.
Towards Young. Welbeck's won it back. Might go for goal here as well. Danny Welbeck.
No, it's not one of his better efforts, is it?
Something out of nothing, wasn't it, in the end?
Well, he's trying to bend into the far corner, but it doesn't make the right connection. And it's well wide. Bend didn't happen, Danny.
So many people talking about him and his future at Manchester United, and how exciting it is to have a Manchester lad leading the line for club and country. Carrick into Rooney. Now Scholes.
Good ball.
And now Nani.
Now is there a threat here? Will Nani take him on?
4 red shirts in the middle. Nani stands it up. It almost went in on its own. And in the end, it's tucked behind for a corner.
Yeah, it's one of those dangerous balls. He's looking for the far post. You're thinking, will it sneak in? It doesn't. Defender gets there first. Oh, I don't think he knew too much about it, did he? It came off him.
Goalkeeper really didn't know what was happening there, and he wasn't alone. Young's corner. That's a dangerous one. Vidic was prowling, so was Michael Keane.
Yeah, one of our lads headed, and it's going for... Oh, I thought it came off one of our lads.
Well, so did Benjamin Hagen.
Yeah, I think it came off Vidic, did it not?
No, it was off Larson.
Yeah, well done, referee, well done, linesman.
It's not often you hear Paddy Crone saying that. Here's Valencia. Welbeck in the middle. And that's the United throw-in again.
Well played, Nemanja again.
Rooney just dodging a few challenges. Valencia. United have had the ball in this position a lot in this first half.
That's why it's a crowd there in the penalty box.
Valencia fires it across. It got a touch though, did it? Yes, it's a corner. Off Hagen again. Out in front of the United set piece. And it comes nice and early. Michael Keane almost there again.
I think he caught everybody by surprise with the quickness of the cross.
Rooney. Welbeck with the flick.
Oh,
very nearly.
Getting closer. And that's the one in from Wayne. He gets a touch on it. How close was it? Not as close as we thought.
Just needed to glance that a little bit more rather than getting so much purchase on it. He looks raring to go again though, Danny Welbeck. 2 weeks tomorrow is the first United Barclays Premier League game, away at Goodison Park against Everton. So these players with a bit more time to get really up to scratch fitness-wise, and plenty more opportunities in pre-season games as well. The likes of the Barcelona match. You also got the game against Hanover in Germany. United 11 go to Peterborough and to Aberdeen as well. Some of the younger United players playing in a match today at Forest Green Rovers as well. Matches going on all the time at Manchester United to get players at all levels ready for the big kick-off.
The goalie did very well to get that, didn't he? Just a little bit heavy. Acknowledges it as well in the manual. I'm sorry, he says to the goalkeeper.
The fact that Anders Lindegaard starts means, of course, that David De Gea is on the bench today. Might see him later, or indeed in the match in Gothenburg. Ferdinand back to Lindegaard. Nani wasn't the best to Scholes. Suleimani takes it on. Back to Hagen. Zajic too heavy to Carrick.
Something happened here.
3 on 3.
Could something happen here?
Welbeck. Rooney back to Welbeck. Real chance. First real chance of the game. And Danny Welbeck just couldn't dig it out.
I'll tell you something. I think he was nudged there, Danny Welbeck. I think as he's getting back to it, I think it's Gonzalez gives him a little bit of a push. Because you saw Danny Welbeck looking at the referee. Watch this. I think he gets a little bit of a push here, Danny. Watch here. Yeah, did he put his hand out and touch him?
I think that might well have been harsh.
Yeah, but sometimes when you're in a tight situation, any sort of nudge can knock you off. But it was good football again by United.
Danny just couldn't quite get his feet right. The goalkeeper came out and stood up to him, didn't he? But that's the first time we've really opened up the Vålerenga defence. And it comes with 5 minutes to go to the break. Valencia. Nani. Maybe this time.
Oh, that's a great ball in.
Goalkeeper's made a right hash of that. Carrick's going to hit it.
Never connected properly, Michael. I'll tell you, it was a great ball in, actually. A dangerous ball for goalkeepers. Yeah, but they usually don't defend them, goalkeepers. That finishes up the net. He's a bit fortunate there.
It was a tricky one in from Nani, but the keeper really didn't know what was happening. And the problem for him is it's going to come back in again. Perhaps this time from Valencia. Lovely work between him and Nani, and Welbeck hits it. And that is a great save.
What a save by the goalkeeper. Fantastic. Gudmund
Kongshavn, 21-year-old Norwegian goalkeeper, with the answer to the question there. But United have another free kick.
Yeah, but Kongshavn will never make a better save again than that. That was fantastic. I said, this looks net bound, or is this the free kick? I'm not showing the replay of the save, is it? But the goalie, what a save.
We'll have a little look at that save, I'm sure, in a couple of minutes, Pat. But let's see this free kick first from Mr. Rooney. Scholes again waits.
Will he blast this one? Or will he try and get it over the wall again? The wall's very, very tight in there. A lot of big fellas in it.
Vålerenga with everybody back.
Is he going to hit the space where the two United players are?
Ashley Young trying to get in the way. Rooney hits it. It's deflected off the top of the wall again.
I'll tell you, that might have gone in if I hadn't got the deflection.
Well, the goalkeeper certainly thought so. You can normally tell by the reaction of the glovesman, can't you? And he was flying across his line.
Yeah, it's a terrific free kick. Oh, the goalie knew exactly where it was going, but it took the deflection.
And this is the work before from Welbeck.
Oh, it's a terrific save, goalkeeper.
This is going to Scholes, this corner. Paul Scholes hits it. Murray got in the way. Scholes again.
That's a hell of a ball as well.
Look at that.
Oh no, it's just too much. I mean, every time the ball comes to Paul, I mean, it necessarily might not have shot there in other circumstances, but the crowd get him at it, so why not? I'll have a shot. Too crowded.
The crowd are under an impression today they've bought a ticket and they get a free Scholes goal with it. That's what they want.
Had it,
Danny Welbeck. Goes for goal. The goalkeeper again.
Save again, goalkeeper.
Really well played from the young keeper to deny the young striker.
Terrific save again. Crowd appreciated the save as well as the shot. He just creates a little bit of space for himself and bang. That's a hell of a save again, goalkeeper.
Nani. This time it's his turn to shoot. Scholes might. Into Welbeck again.
Taking too long, Danny. You don't get that much time in the box when it's...
They're queuing up at the back. It was Michael Keane closest to it. And Valencia will settle for the throw-in. Valencia. Nani.
Oh, there's a big crowd of players there.
Trying to beat the defender with the swerve of his hips rather than the passing of the ball. About to go into the final minute of this first half. Scholes. Ashley Young whips that in towards Wayne Rooney, who heads it.
Wrong side of the post. Do you think when he gets his head to that, that's going to into the back of the net? But no, wrong side of the post. It's a terrific ball in. Wrong side of the post, unfortunately.
Well, that will be pretty much it for the first half, I would have said. Rooney and Welbeck certainly heavily involved in the best of the action. This is that effort from Danny Welbeck again.
Yeah, tremendous save by the goalkeeper again, isn't it?
And this was his second one.
Terrific again from the goalkeeper.
Now Valerenga trying to end the half on a high. It's Murray with the ball in. It's missed and in. It's Suleiman with a header.
What a chance. Just a little bit of hesitation there from Valencia, and Suleiman got in with the header. Could have easily gone in the back of the net, this. Oh dear me, goalie beaten.
Well, that's it, half-time. A game that really burst into life towards the end of the first period. Welbeck denied twice by some superb goalkeeping from Goodman Kongshaven. And right at the end there, Valerenga could have nicked a goal as well through Ahmed Suleiman. As it is, though, we end the half as we started it. It's Valerenga 0, Manchester United 0.
Welcome back. 0-0 here between Valerenga and Manchester United. Now out on the pitch here, being interviewed in front of all these fans, was Red legend Brian Robson. We also caught up with him earlier today.
Well, Brian, what did you make of the first half performance?
I thought there was some good passing movements, a little bit slow in our build-up play on occasions, but you know, it's first game for a lot of the lads. And I just think that the tempo will quicken up that little bit more in the second half, which will suit us. So I think it was a decent performance, you know, for quite a few of the boys.
It was certainly starting to live up a little bit more towards the end of the first half, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. But, you know, we said, like, Norwegian teams at this time of the year are difficult teams to play against because they're always very fit. They're quite physical, and so they make it a tough game for you. You know, so I can just say our lads would just stepping the pace up, the passing and the movement just that little bit quicker in the second half, and I think we might cause them a few problems and get a few goals.
And Michael Keane looked very comfortable in his left-back position today.
Yeah, as a young lad, this is a great atmosphere, good challenge for him, so this is great experience for him. It's good for people like, you know, Rooney, Nani, Young, you know, all coming back in for the first game. Great to see Nemanja at centre-half and looking comfortable. You know, so things are looking pretty good at the moment.
Yeah, Helen McConnell there speaking to Captain Marvel during this half-time break. Lou, what will we see in the second half?
I think we'll see United stepping up a bit as well. Robbo touched on it there, Mark. A bit slow at times. That's not the United way, but at any stage in the first half when they did step up the intensity of the game and the pressure, they were getting down the right. Valencia was getting down the right. There was some good movement in midfield, up front, some good 1-2s, and I think just in the second 45 minutes they'll open up the home team, and hopefully a goal or two will come as well.
They have had some attacking intent, actually, Vålerenga. They could have taken the lead near the end of that first half, a chance which they narrowly missed, couldn't quite convert, but they do have a danger.
Well, I think on another occasion that may have found the back of the net. I think it was Valencia in that right back position, just caught dreaming a little bit, tries to clear it with his right foot, and in came the Vålerenga player and just headed the ball wide of the target.
Now, as we're chatting here, I'm getting some water spray on me. I didn't know whether it's because it's going to start raining, all the sprinklers are on and the wind's blowing it this way. Let's hope conditions stay as good as they have been so far. Will there be many changes, do you think, in this second half?
There'll be 1 or 2 changes, because the objective of the game, first and foremost, Mark, is to get everyone as fit as you can for the opening game of the season. So Mike will make a change or two, whether it's at half time or not, I'm not too sure, but certainly in the second half 1 or 2 players will be coming on, and 1 or 2 that have probably got enough game time under their belt will be going off.
I've only seen Shinji Kagawa on MUTV. It's on a bit for Dortmund as well, but I've not seen him play in the flesh, so I'm looking forward to hopefully seeing the Japanese international take to the pitch.
Well, he's looked good up to now on MUTV, but this is we're getting a real close-up of him today, and I'm looking forward to seeing him as well, Mark, because he looks an exciting player.
Yeah, the lads are actually out warming up behind us. The likes of Jesse Lingard out there as well. Young Nick Powell, a player you know quite a bit about.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity for any of the young players on the tour earlier. That, you know, they got a game or two, but when you step up your opponents a bit like today, and especially in Barcelona, and if any of those young players get a game at any stage in the game against Barcelona, what an occasion that's going to be for them, Mark, to play against Barcelona. All right, it's on neutral ground, it doesn't matter. A great experience for them.
How do you think the two attack-minded right-sided players have done, Nani and Valencia, in that first half?
Well, we've actually seen more of Valencia going down the right than we've seen of Nani, you know, but Nani's got reasonable fitness under his belt, so he's no reason to go out there and really bust a gut to get fit, because he's been involved in European Championships. And Valencia, time and time again, I keep thinking it's Nani, but no, it's Valencia going down that right, getting balls into the middle. But whether he's playing right side or right back, that's what you expect from Antonio Valencia. He's a fantastic player going forward, and maybe not so good defending as we've seen in the one clip of the Vålerenga half chance. He just caught a little bit dreaming there, but that's what happens if you're naturally a attack-minded player. You're not going to be able to defend as well as a defender.
Let's chat a little bit more about Shinji Kagawa then. As I said, he's warming up behind us right now. We've seen glimpses of him playing for the Reds so far. He brings something different to the team, doesn't he? He's so alive, so bright in the attacking third.
Well, I've got to say, Mark, that's the same as Park when he first came. The first thing about Park that I noticed was his enthusiasm and his ability to get about the pitch, and
work rate and movement.
Work rate was superb. And I thought when Park came, I thought great signing, because he's going to pay his way at Manchester United, and I mean, no doubt this lad will do the same. And I think anybody watching the Olympics and watching South Korea and Japan and teams like that will see what players from that part of the world have got to offer. And that's the one thing they guarantee you. They guarantee that enthusiasm and that ability to work and cover the ground for 90 minutes.
Well, the teams have come back out onto the pitch for this second half, so Lou and I will hand you over to your match commentator, Dave Stowell.
Welcome back. Thank you, guys. Just looking down on the field of play now, and of course Wayne Rooney is back out for the second half. No changes for United at the start of this second period, although of course the Reds have so many substitutes to pick from. Basically anyone who's not starting is on the bench today, and looks like there will be some changes for Vålerenga. They've changed the goalkeeper, certainly. Lars Hirschfeld has come on for Gudmund Kongshavn, who had such a good first half, keeping Danny Welbeck out. Lindegaard continues in between the posts for Manchester United. He gets a warm reception from the Norwegian fans behind his goal. A couple of changes then for them, as I say. They're going to welcome Martin Pusic onto the field of play instead of Suleiman, who could have got the goal for Vålerenga at the end of that half. And also Olsen comes on for Zajic. There is the new goalkeeper.
He's got a lot to live on after that first half that he saves the other goalkeeper had, hasn't he?
Absolutely. United certainly cranked up the pressure on Vålerenga towards the end of that first half. See if they can continue where they left off at the beginning of this second period. No Reds changes, but I'm sure we'll see a few of those as this game ticks on. Here is Michael Carrick, and now Ferdinand, and now Paul Scholes, who certainly drew some reaction from this crowd during the first 45 minutes. Ashley Young draws the foul from Harsted, the first free kick of the second half. That's a ball looking for Nani, who's onside here. Goalkeeper comes to meet him and took the ball with him.
Did well, and brave goalkeeping as well, because he could have got clattered there. Loved the little ball through from Paul, but good goalkeeping again.
Scholes has been at the heart of most of the creativity for those in red today. Here he is again, looking to set himself and pick out Michael Keane. Here is Welbeck. Carrick over to Antonio Valencia, who continues at right back. Into Rooney. Touch back for Scholes.
Another great ball.
Instantly picks out Michael Keane. And he's going on a run of his own. Just stopped in his tracks by Larson.
Oh, Paul.
Scholes in with a challenge. Rooney for Welbeck, and that'll be the goalkeepers.
Not enough room in there at the moment.
This was Nani, though, making his way through towards goal.
Yeah, goalie does tremendously well there, doesn't he? That's brave goalkeeping. Could have got a whack there, the goalkeeper. Well done.
Might have to do that a few times in this second half, Hirschfeld, because there's a lot of pace in the United front four. Likes of Nani and Young and Welbeck and Wayne Rooney as well. Michael Keane forward for Ashley Young. Carrick's made a run through the centre from midfield, but that's out towards Nani, and no one really knew what was going on there for a second.
Nani looks in amazement. Maybe it was Nani he meant it for, but he's overhit it anyway.
Nice touch from Fela. And another Vålerenga throw-in. Last time Manchester United were here was 2002 in pre-season. 2-1 victory for the Reds that day. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with the first goal of that game from the penalty spot after he was brought down. And Roy Keane sealed the victory for United late on in that game. Only Ryan Giggs is still at United from the squad who played that day. It included Barthez and Phil Neville, Laurent Blanc, Forlan, Veron. Lots has changed in 10 years at Manchester United.
What ball that is,
Some things never change though, do they? Here's Paul Scholes again with another ball. This time Nani into Rooney. Valencia waits. A loaded penalty area which...
Oh, it's coming all the way to young Keane.
Michael Keane nods it back towards Nani, who rises. Drops to Young.
So he's trying to create space for a shot. It wasn't on.
Rooney just didn't have the control there, which means Valencia has to backtrack nice and quickly. It's Nani who rekindles the attack and then quickly stops it again.
He's been at his frustrating best, hasn't he, Nani? Frustrating best.
Beere into Harsted. Now the substitute Pusic, who actually should have started the game but felt unwell just before kick-off and was replaced in the starting lineup by Suleiman. So Pusic, who is their top scorer on the field actually with just 3 goals this season, scored on Friday in their last game. He's on for this second half. Defensive work again from Michael Keane. Vålerenga start again with Simon Larsen.
Oh, well read, Rio. Oh, he upset with himself because of the bad pass.
Now Pusic through the middle
Goalkeeper.
here.
Well
The
done,
guard
goalie.
saw it early, though.
Well done, goalie.
Now Carrick tries to stretch his legs away from Enene. Now it's Scholes. Shoot, they say. Will he do it this time? No. Out to Nani. Welbeck and Rooney in the middle. Wayne Rooney with a header.
Oh, he's underneath it. Underneath it again. That's two opportunities. One in the first half and one now, but he's underneath both of them. Yeah, he can't keep it down.
.26 old now, Wayne Rooney. Over 180 goals for Manchester United. Averages roughly a goal every 2 games. 34 strikes last season, of course. A wonderful campaign for him in front of goal.
Oh, Nani, you're waiting. You've got caught and you've left Valencia in trouble as well.
Olsen running at Ferdinand, who just shoveled it back to Lindegaard. Larson to Harsted. Ashley Young makes sure they go no further. Slight misjudgment by Rio Ferdinand there. It's allowed Olsen to pick it up. Fella away from Scholes.
Well played, Paul.
Some emergency defending there for a moment. And now United can try and hit them on the break with Nani.
They've got back quickly, haven't they?
6 Vålerenga players back, only 3 red shirts forward, and the goalkeeper in the end came out, claimed it in front of all of them. It's not the best of passes. Michael Keane should get there before Beira. In fact, considered letting it roll out for a goal kick. Young to Welbeck, who started every game in the European Championships. Danny Welbeck. Scholes, who many think should have been there. Now Carrick. Valencia in towards Rooney. Welbeck takes it on. Very organised, this Vålerenga side at the moment.
They're working hard defensively. They're getting plenty of people back.
Now Valencia out to Nani. Valencia wants it back. Nani doesn't want to give it to him. He's driving for that byline and it's out of play.
He should have given it back. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's frustrating best, but he should be playing that back to Valencia.
Just overran it, didn't he? But there were teammates who were screaming for it.
Yeah, well, that's what pre-season's for. Is supposed to make the wrongs right.
And there was another wrong there from the goalkeeper, Lars Hirschfeld. Kick which went straight out of play, which would have impressed Anderson, the manager. Though he'll be delighted that his Vålerenga side have put up some resistance to United and the score is as it is. When many Manchester United fans think of the Norwegian League, they think of Molde.
Oh, dear me, dear me.
Home of Ulrich and Solskjaer these days. Ashley Young sent crashing to the ground. He's hobbling away from that challenge. Molde, who won the title last season, they actually won a game last night by 2-1 as well. Ashley Young still feeling the effects of this challenge.
Yeah, it was a sore one. Accidental, of course.
I think he slipped over as he went into the challenge, didn't he?
Lost his feet, didn't he, the Norwegian lad.
Morten Beira it was, 36-year-old. Turns 37 in 5 days' time. Here he is after that challenge on the ball now. Ball in towards Fela. Trying to reverse it to Pusic. Fela gets it back. A few more challenges flying in now. As Carrick picks out Ashley Young. Scholes. Still he doesn't shoot.
No, and they're screaming for him to do it.
Antonio Valencia into Michael Carrick. Scholes.
Can he create something here, Paul?
Welbeck. Pusic was nibbling at his ankles, as was Fela with Rooney. Ball break for Nani, although Pusic doesn't want to give it up. Certainly wants to make an impression. Carrick.
Well, it's crowded in there, Michael. It's crowded.
Loads of space for Michael Keane on this side, and indeed for Nani over on the far side. And he is the one with the ball. 5 red shirts in the middle. Valencia back to Nani. The cross does come in. Scholes on the end of it.
Yeah, the big centre-half again. Gonzalez gets this road.
Harsted with the clearance. Straight onto the chest of Nemanja Vidic.
Well played, Nemanja.
Well, the unfortunate thing for Nemanja Vidic that night in Basel was not just that he fell over the way he did, but that Marco Strella, the big man, the big striker, landed on top of him, which made the injury so much worse than it may have been. Rooney's pass to Young was not what he wanted.
It's got to be spot on because they've got that many back there.
Some of the passing has been rusty at times.
Yeah, well, you expect that pre-season.
Valencia there trying to find Vidic, but only finds touch. Plenty of substitutes, of course, on the 2 benches for these 2 sides, and
well, just looking down,
looks like Anderson may well be coming on shortly.
Well, that's good play. That is good play.
Here comes Pusic, always eager to shoot. This time just drags it wide.
Lindegaard impatient to try it. Yeah, plenty of power, but nowhere near the goal.
They didn't have those hairbands in your day, did they?
Didn't have haircuts like that either in my day.
Martin Pusic, actually a player who had a bit of time at Hull City. Austrian midfielder come striker.
Sneak in
lively
there.
Since coming on.
Oh, that was slack, Wayne. That was slack.
Really not finding his passing radar at the moment. Here is Olsen. Little touch to Pusic, who tries to thread it over the top for Fela.
Good ball if it stays in. If it stays in.
Nani is after it but won't keep it in. And now I think we will see Anderson. And possibly Shinji Kagawa as well.
Yeah, he's stripped off, hasn't he?
It's not quite going to happen yet. I think we're going to see this throw in first. You kind of dread when the ball goes out of play in pre-season friendlies because you know that substitutions are about to happen. And there are normally a ton of them. Looks like only 2 changes for United coming up shortly. Here's Olsen first.
Oh, there's a lot of room down this left-hand side, or the right-hand side.
Loads of space here for Beira. 2 in the middle to pick out. It's a jump for it, and it's NN who heads it wide.
Oh, that's another opportunity for him. He's in too soon. If he'd have just waited another second, he could have got a higher leap. But he doesn't. He's impatient to come on.
Well, we are going to see the changes now, and the first player to go off is Nemanja Vidic, and no surprise to see that he's got an hour under his belt. They feel it's time for a change. Danny Welbeck coming off as well, and Shinji Kagawa is going to come on. Big cheers for him, and even bigger cheers for Nemanja Vidic, who completes 60 minutes on his comeback after the best part of 8 months out injured.
Yeah, terrific to see him back, isn't it?
Here is Scholes. Kagawa waits for his first involvement. Michael Carrick, it looks like he's dropped back to centre-half in place of Nemanja Vidic. This ball is taken away from Valencia. Fella just tried the little trick, which didn't quite come off.
Yeah, the little back heel.
I can tell you as well, some news for Scottish fans and indeed Team GB fans. Andy Murray is Olympic champion. Beat Roger Federer straight sets.
Oh, fantastic.
6-2, 6-1, 6-4. There you are.
Fantastic.
No need to flick. We've got it all covered right here. Well done to Andy Murray beating Roger Federer. Here is Shinji Kagawa. Michael Carrick, and now Nani. And now Antonio Valencia. Wonderful time for sport at the moment, but we've got the real stuff back soon with the Barclays Premier League returning in 2 weeks. That's what it's all about. Not to belittle the Olympic efforts, though, which have been fantastic for Team GB and indeed all the other countries as well. Here is Michael Keane.
Oh, that's a short one.
A little short to Anderson, but then Ashstad didn't fancy it.
No, he did well to hold him off, Anderson.
Valencia into Anderson. Scholes is going to hit this one. He just didn't get it right.
Oh, and if Wayne Rooney had got a touch on that, that'd have flown into the net. But Wayne Rooney didn't. Paul doesn't connect properly. Watch Wayne Rooney. If he gets a toe to this, oh, he's just missed it. It still stays no score. I'm sure the fans here would love United to get a goal.
Going to see some more action from the benches shortly. Valerenga preparing some changes. Meantime, here is the goal kick from Hirschfeld, and it's going to go all the way through to Lindegaard. United's goalkeeper was talking with great affection about Norway, in fact, in the run-up to this game, because of his time spent here as a player. Delighted to bring United here, and now they're attacking with Young.
That's a corner.
And did the keeper keep it in? No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. That's a corner. That was the only thing he had in his mind, Young, when he was coming inside, was to have a shot. Didn't happen. Well, the deflection took it for a corner.
Corner which Young is going to take. He's going to take it short to Kagawa. And back again. Onside. Might drop for Valencia. Good first touch, tees him up. Drives for the line again. They're queuing up in the middle. Anderson was closest to it. And there were enough white shirts back to shepherd it away.
Yeah, that was a chance. But when you've got big central defenders, they have to win the header.
Scholes. Out to Valencia again. Into Nani. Oh, was he brought down? Referee says yes. Now the question is, where was that?
He was just outside, I think. Did he catch him in the side?
Tell you what,
it's a penalty.
It's actually in the box, isn't
wrong.
it? Strictly.
Yeah.
I did think so when I saw it first, but if you're being strict about it, that's a penalty.
Yeah, it was. I thought at first it was outside, but
problem is Nani went over so much that he ended up outside the box. But that's a penalty kick, isn't it?
Kick, yes, without question. Is that another substitution?
Yeah, substitution just happening, I think, now for Vålerenga as well. And it's Harstad who's gone off, a former Wigan loanee. And he is replaced by Shola Akinyemi.
Thank you very much for that substitution. Shola
Akinyemi. You can practice while they're taking this free kick. Anderson is interested in this one. He's going to go for goal, and the keeper was equal to it.
Yeah, straight down the goalkeeper's throat.
Safe hands from Hirschfeld. Anderson, who's now scored 7 times in his Manchester United career, but has played 145 competitive games. Scholes. Rooney. Young makes the run. So does Kagawa here. Lovely bit of skill.
Appreciated by the crowd as well.
Now it's Young, who tries to pull it right across, and Anderson wasn't quite gambling on it.
No, he wasn't, and he should have been gambling, you're right. He should have been gambling.
Now there, ladies and gentlemen, is a Paul Scholes challenge. Vålerenga on with it quickly. Fella, who's been the main man for them in the midfield so far. Certainly was in the first half. He's been a bit quiet in the second period. Ball just away from Pusic. Back to Fella. Didn't really have anywhere to go there. We'll be grateful for the throw-in. And then this is the crossing, which was just away from Anderson.
But you're right, people should be taking a chance. I'm getting in there to see if this does come back across the goal. Nobody took the chance, and the chance was lost.
Well, perhaps had Welbeck or Rooney been in there rather than Anderson, it might have ended up in the back of the net, because they gamble, and this is proof of it here with Rooney making the run. Kagawa wants it pulled back, it's just behind him, maybe from Nani. Into orbit, not into the back of the net.
Oh, he's made a great run there, Kagawa. It just was the wrong side of him. Yeah, just a little too much for him. But the shot from Nani threatened someone in the top tier of the stand.
Still we wait for the first goal, midway through the second half.
Gone awful quiet, hasn't it, in the stadium?
It has. Just waiting for a United goal, which seems inevitable, but still hasn't come.
They've defended well and defended numbers. Corner kick.
Simon Larsson with a challenge there. Corner is quickly taken. Michael Keane back to Nani. In comes the cross just away from Young. It'll drop to Valencia. Thought about the first time shot. Rooney takes it on. Scholes. Anderson to Nani. Back to Scholes again. Now Rooney in towards Ashley Young. Just a little heavy touch.
He's offside anyway.
And the flag did go up anyway, you're right, Pat.
Yeah, he wants to be perfect there when it's very difficult in a crowded penalty area to be perfect. But he was offside.
Well, what might have been perhaps there for Young and Rooney. And there's a change coming up here now for Vålerenga. We're going to see Mohamed Fela go off, and he's replaced by Abdurrahim Lajab, who comes on wearing number 8. Jesse Lingard looks like he's ready to come on as well, as Vålerenga attack with Olsen. Decent ball over as well. Could have been anyone's. Still could be here. And the shot's deflected wide.
Oh, that was danger there. Danger there.
And then it was who had the shot.
Yeah, it was an opportunity as well for him. A lot of room at the back post, hadn't he? A lot of room. Well, he's surely got to hit the target.
Corner is taken. Cross in by Lajab. The substitute. That's gone in, is it?
No, that's
no,
a free kick. That is a free kick against the goalkeeper.
It's off. No, it's not. It's off the line by Wayne Rooney.
I know, but that was a free kick against the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper's fouled. No question about it.
And then got the header in, and Wayne Rooney to the rescue here.
Watch this, the goalie's fouled here. Oh no, it's his own.
It was Michael Carrick who tripped Anders Lindegaard up.
It was, yeah.
And Wayne Rooney.
Is it over the line?
Well,
very close.
I would say half the ball might well have been over the line, but the other half perhaps wasn't. Well, for all United's pressure, for all United's possession, that's the closest we've come to a goal. Anderson.
Is there a break on here?
Kagawa to Rooney.
To be fair to them, when they do lose it, they get back very quickly, don't they?
Very organised. Kagawa now. Young is still there to help him out. Back to Valencia. Michael Keane. Nani to Kagawa, back again. Back to Kagawa, who goes for goal.
Oh, he'll be disappointed with his effort. It's a corner kick. I'd say he might be a little bit disappointed with his effort. He probably aimed to hit the target, but the defender got in the way.
Did he sklife that?
No, not a sklife, no. Not yet.
Okay.
A sklife.
Apologies to Glaswegians for using that word wrongly in that case.
No, you're right. Sklife's the right one.
Oh, there we are then.
Yep.
Here is Anderson. Straight at Pusic, who got the challenge in. Kagawa battling for it. Scholes might hit it.
Oh, good block as well. You had it well, Paul.
Ashley Young looking to get the crossover. Rooney's at the far post. It's over him. Nani. And Olsen tidies up at the back. 3 Manchester United changes about to happen when the ball next goes out of play. Looks like Lingard, Chicharito and Nick Powell who are stalking the touchline.
Oh, it's a shot. Oh, dear me.
Anderson did enough to get there. Michael Keane has an awful lot of green grass to run onto here. Scholes to Kagawa. Nani wants it and gets it. Rooney and Young in the middle. It's Kagawa. Happy on his right or his left.
Oh, it's very crowded in there. Very difficult to get the cross in.
Anderson, Scholes, Valencia. Just like a training ground routine this is.
On here.
Valencia goes for goal!
Oh, dear me.
Very nearly found the bottom corner.
Well, just a bit too quick. Yeah, the shot's a bit too quick for Scholes and Nani.
Well, we're going to see the end of Ashley Young here. And also the end of Paul Scholes. Jesse Lingard comes on for Ashley Young. Nick Powell on for Paul Scholes. And Chicharito replaces Wayne Rooney. Well, Nick Powell has already scored his first Manchester United goal against Scunthorpe the other night for the reserves at Glanford Park in a 1-1 draw. Player who managed 67 minutes on the previous leg of the tour. Looked like he picked up a nasty injury against Shanghai, but managed to play on. Now here's Jesse Lingard, who made quite an impression in the South Africa part of this tour. Lajab to Anen, cut out by Carrick, and now Rio Ferdinand takes over. They've got 14 minutes to play, and if it does end as a draw at the end of 90 minutes, it will be a draw. No extra time, no penalties, it'll just be a draw.
I'm sure the crowd would love United to get a goal.
Here's Chicharito. Anderson gets it from Lingard, and now Carrick. Valencia aiming it towards Kagawa. It will be a throw-in, and of course, after this game, we head to Gothenburg, and Manchester United take on Barcelona for the right to win a bit of pride, but also to win the Supermatch trophy. And if that game is level at the end of 90 minutes, we will see penalties. So make sure you catch that game with us in a few days' time. Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, Rooney, Ferdinand, Kagawa, Chicharito, all those players will, I'm sure, be on the cast list. I'm sure United will have a more usual back four on display in Gothenburg as well. Not Valencia, Carrick, Michael Keane and Rio Ferdinand. Might be a bit more with players in the correct positions. Larsen to Bera, and now Pusic ran into Jesse Lingard, and now Valencia heads for the Vålerenga penalty area. Lingard, though, caught in possession. One of the United links with Vålerenga is former defender Ronny Johnsen, who left United to sign for this club here in Norway and actually helped Vålerenga to the league title in 2005. That title win for Vålerenga broke Rosenborg's 13-year stranglehold on the league. Become a one-team show, really, in this part of the world. They've certainly put up some great resistance in this game. Can United break that deadlock in the final 10 minutes or so? Anderson. Valencia. We're going to see a goal, Paddy?
We hope so. But the way they're defending, the back numbers every time United get the ball, making it very difficult. Oh, that's a free kick, referee, surely.
Referee not interested there.
No.
Olsen almost taken down by his own player and Jesse Lingard. Pusic towards Akinyemi. Nick Powell read the danger but then lost the ball. Here's Kagawa, illegally fighting for the ball. Yet another substitution on the way. And Davda Lee is going to come on here for Vålerenga. It's the challenge by Kagawa, the back of Akinyemi.
He's the smaller of the two of them. That's why he commits the foul.
So Morten Bera is going to be replaced here. 9 years as a Vålerenga player. He turns 37 in 5 days' time, and he's still got 80 minutes on the board against Manchester United. He'll have enjoyed that. On comes Davda Lee. Lajab with Lee to help him out. Here he is. First touch for the most recent substitute. He's got some strength about him as well, hasn't he? Lajab into Anen. Trying to put it back for Pusic, and Lingard shoulder to shoulder. Referee says no penalty. Chicharito then fouled. Now, how would you have seen that if that had been the other way?
Yeah, I think he's the smaller of the two of them, isn't he? That's just a collision. There's no complaints from the Vålerenga team, was there?
Imagine that young Jesse Lingard's heart skipped a bit of a beat there.
They get back well again. There's 9 of them back there, not counting the goalkeeper. Defending the 18-yard line.
Michael Keane stabs it forward for Nani, gets it back as well. Might fancy a goal here, Michael Keane. Nani pulling it back. Chicharito was almost onto it. Here's Nick Powell going for goal. You know he can hit them from there.
Yeah, he just didn't have the space to shoot.
Scored a wonderful goal against Cheltenham in the League Two playoff final. Nick Powell.
Michael Keane didn't. I think he was looking for a shot, young Michael, but it never happened for him.
That won't quite find Nani. Certainly haven't seen a flurry of goals on this pre-season tour.
No, we certainly have not.
3 in 3 games before tonight. Makeda against Amazulu, Bebe against Ajax Cape Town, and Kagawa against Shanghai Shenhua. Only 1 goal conceded, so if it stays this way it would be another clean sheet, but I would hazard a guess that the majority of the fans inside this ground, and indeed watching on TV, would have expected United to hit the back of the net a few times today. Nick Powell brought crashing to the ground there.
Got clattered as he went to header it.
A little bit different to... here's the foul again.
Yeah, he just gets clattered. We need a goal.
A little bit different to last season's tour when we got 4 against New England Revolution, 7 against Seattle Sounders, then 3 against Chicago Fire, 4 against the MLS All-Stars. See if we can end the game with a flourish. Maybe Nani can. Kagawa! Somebody, no! Chicharito it was. He just couldn't find the touch. Shades of Gascoigne at Euro 96. Perhaps it's not going to go in for United today.
I'm just wondering about Kagawa. Was he looking for a shot at goal rather than playing it across the box? I'm not sure. Maybe get caught in 2 minds. Just too quick for Chicharito.
Well, he applauds the effort, which was certainly worth applause from Shinji Kagawa. Just wonder now, with 6 minutes to go, perhaps we're not going to see a goal here in the Ullevål Stadium.
Don't write off United. Never write them off. They always score, don't they?
Well, that was the famous line when a Norwegian stepped up in the Nou Camp and did just that. In comes the throw, flicks off the head of Carrick, and Michael Keane with the touch to just usher it behind. This is about the time when Ajax Cape Town managed to get a goal from a corner.
Just get caught. This clips off Rio's head. Michael Keane delighted to put it by for a corner.
Plenty of traffic in the middle here. towards Pusic. In fact, it's gone right through everybody, and now Nani has most of the pitch to run into.
Oh, there's a break on here if you look up, Nani. Oh, no, you're allowing them to come back. You're allowing too many defenders to come back now. They're all back.
Too slow.
There's 9 of them back.
There were a lot of runners there in space, and the ball didn't find them. Nani, though, to Lingard here. And now Powell. And as you say, straight away, 10, including the goalkeeper, behind the ball, which makes it all that harder for United. Chicharito. Towards Kagawa. And that's a handball. Just starting to rain here now in Oslo.
Falling is everywhere, isn't it?
Let's hope it doesn't rain like it did here last night when we arrived. One of those journeys from airport to hotel when you can't really see out the windscreen, there's so much rain. I'm told they get that a lot up in Scotland. And indeed in Manchester as well. Certainly the weather has followed United around on this tour. Kagawa. Valencia. Kagawa here.
Well, he's been fouled about 3 times. He did well, he couldn't keep the ball.
Well, I think he decided if I land on the ball, I might get the free kick, and indeed he did, but it almost put United in more trouble. Last couple of minutes of the game. I wouldn't have thought too much will be added on, although we've seen
a lot of substitutions.
A raft of substitutions.
There's always 3 minutes, isn't there?
Here's Anderson. Nani. Kagawa. Just a heavy touch. Nani. Anderson out to Michael Keane. Vålerenga have worked so hard, they won't want to concede now. Powell. And again, so many bodies.
Yeah, so many bodies in there to block it.
Ferdinand. Lingard knocks it back for Powell.
Well, may get someone in the box. There's only one player in the box.
Valencia.
Oh, great
Kagawa,
ball.
beautiful play. Valencia, Chicharito!
Oh, dear me. The goalie's no idea that hit him. Stuck between his legs. Great bit of football by United. The goalie very fortunate. I'm not sure he knew what was happening, the goalkeeper. Watch this stick between his legs. Oh, where am I? But I've got the ball. That's the important thing.
It's not going to go in, is it? Not today.
Well, there's about a minute of normal time left.
Mike Phelan saying, "Can you believe it?" or words to that effect.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're in the last minute.
Just a bit time for United to score, isn't it?
Carrick.
Well done, referee. He knows it was a handball. That's a hell of a ball.
It was a great ball by Michael Keane. Nani's touch almost played in Kagawa. Lee to Lajab. Taking on Rio Ferdinand. Back to Lee. Akinyemi. Going to have 2 extra minutes. 2 minutes for one of these sides to find a winner. Lee's cross beaten away by Ferdinand. Long clearance which will run away from Kagawa. Gonzalez. Chicharito is prowling. Good strong defending by Andre Muri.
Lovely little dummy that, wasn't it?
Anderson, clever play from him. One last flourish perhaps from Manchester United here.
Well, enough players forward anyway.
Valencia, Anderson, lots of room. It's Anderson!
Oh, dear me. He's only got to keep it down, but he can't do that. All the time in the world to place his shot, but he doesn't keep it down.
All the time in the world, all the space in the world, but it wouldn't tuck itself under that crossbar.
No, can't keep it down.
Goalkeeper taking his time here. He wants a clean sheet. Immaculate control from Liajab. If the pass had gone through, Valaranga would have been through. Anderson. Chicharito has gone. Is he off?
He's offside, yeah, he is.
Yes, he is.
Offside.
No advantage for Valaranga there, so the free kick given, and that's probably that. There we go. Question really is, how did United not score? One-way traffic for much of the game, but Valaranga were determined not to let the Reds pass. Plenty of efforts from those in red shirts. United should indeed have had a penalty, which was only given as a free kick for the foul on Nani, but they needed Wayne Rooney to bail them out, clearing a Valaranga shot off the line. The positives from the game, though, undoubtedly 60 minutes for the returning Nemanja Vidic after 8 months out injured, and of course all-important game time for United's returning internationals. In the end, though, it's ended goalless. Valaranga 0, Manchester United 0.